Hey, it's Don. Welcome to So Awkward. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm about to go pick up Jester because we're going to see the first showing of The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug at the Rosedale Mall in beautiful Roseville, Minnesota. Let's do it.
Frosty the snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say,
"You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a
Hey.
You're as cuddly as a catfish, charming as any
Uh-oh.
Mr. Grinch."
You ready to see The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug?
Yeah.
Hey, we just got out of the theater from seeing The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Literally just got out of the theater. We're sitting in the car. So what do you think of it?
It was fun,
It was fun.
but it was really long.
It was really long.
You have no right to enter that mountain. I have the only right.
What did you think of the first one?
I don't remember the first one.
Yeah. I almost rewatched the first one last night
Right.
because I didn't really remember anything. I didn't want to be confused with this one. But then before I did, I realized that I didn't remember anything from the first one because nothing happened in the first one.
Oh.
Like it was just like people walking.
Okay.
And then they would fight. And then people walking.
I just remember the ugly troll.
Yeah, with
Right?
the big
Was
goiter.
it a troll?
Yeah. It was
Yeah. I don't
orc.
know. Okay.
The trolls were the big ones that they fought in the forest.
Okay.
Well, that's lovely, that is. A floater.
No, I liked this. I thought it was a lot of fun, but I think they could have cut out like an hour.
Yeah.
Everything with Bilbo was really good, and the dwarves was really good. Everything with anybody else was awful. Like all the stuff with the elves, I thought it was terrible. Like, did they have to bring back Orlando Bloom?
No.
Do you remember Orlando Bloom from the first film?
Yes.
Do you think he added anything to this movie?
Not at all.
Did anybody want Orlando Bloom back? Like, did anybody watch the Lord of the Rings movies and be like, you know, they needed more Orlando Bloom?
CNN seemed excited about it.
Oh, well, they're stupid.
I agree.
Larry King?
No, he's not on that anymore.
Oh. Wolf Blitzer?
He's still there.
It's kind of like... It's like if they made a movie about Jesus and then Noah was in it for some reason. You know, if Peter Jackson was like, Noah was in the first testament, we got to bring him back for this testament or people will be confused. You know, and Jesus is just like, yeah, hey Noah, can I borrow your boat for the weekend? I want to go fishing or something. Like, you don't need Noah in the Jesus movie, and you don't need every character. Like, there was that scene where he found, like, that picture,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the dwarf was like, oh, that's my son, Gimli. And, like, Orlando Bloom, like, looks at the camera. He goes, he's not in the book.
Nope.
In fact, all of these movies have, like, I think the elves are the stars of the movies, but the elves aren't really in the books very much at all. Like, they pop up here and there. Legolas is in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but that's about it.
Right.
And they go to Rivendell, and then they leave, and then you don't really see elves anymore. But Peter Jackson keeps throwing elves into these movies. Like in the Two Towers, where the elves come to Rohan and fight in that battle. That's not in the book. There's no elves in that book.
I didn't get that far. I only read the first one.
Well, they're not in there.
Legolas has grown very fond of you. Do not give him hope where there is none.
And that girl who had Evangeline Lilly, you know, the actress from Lost, she shows up, and there's like some weird romance. She falls in love with one of the dwarves.
Right.
That was really weird.
Yeah,
I thought that was
boring.
It was boring. I thought it was embarrassing.
Sure.
Like every scene with Orlando Bloom and Evangeline Lilly, I wanted to leave. But I thought all the stuff with Bilbo was really good.
The best part was the dogs.
Oh yeah, the little pugs
pugs
for like 2 seconds in Lake Town.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were funny.
I like the pig though too.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
he was eating
yeah,
the
the pig.
weed?
He was eating the weed. At least, like, I was afraid because the first movie started with the old Bilbo from the Lord of the Rings and Elijah Wood, and I was afraid that this movie would start that way again. But thankfully, they weren't in it.
Right.
But it did start, like, this movie started...
At the Prancing Pony.
Yeah, at the Prancing Pony before the first movie started.
Right.
So not only did this movie, was it 3 hours of nothing, but it started before the first movie actually started.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just nothing, it was like negative nothing.
Yeah.
But I liked it. It was really cool. It was pretty.
The dragon was cool.
The dragon, that was the best part after the pugs.
Right.
The tales and songs fall utterly short of your enormity, O Smaug, the stupendous.
That was like the whole last half hour I thought was really cool. You know, I didn't understand anything that was happening. Like when they trapped the dragon in that room, then there was just lava pouring.
Right.
I didn't follow any of that.
No.
Then I don't want to spoil anything, but then there was that statue that like blew up.
Right.
Why did that happen?
I don't know.
I didn't get it. But it was really cool.
It was really cool.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Do you know who that is?
Nope.
He does the voice of the dragon.
Okay.
Smaug.
Thief. Where are you? Come now. Don't be shy.
So what do you think of the love subplot between the elf and the dwarf?
I was bored.
I was bored.
I didn't enjoy it at all.
I remember that character, Keeley, in the first movie, and I remember thinking, all of the dwarves look like good luck troll dolls, except for this one guy who's like strangely handsome.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, why is this guy handsome? Is it just for this?
Yes.
He looks like Rick Springfield. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Jesse's girl.
Right.
But everybody else is like looks like a little goblin.
Yeah.
And then they have the elves just doing all this crazy shit. Like, it's just enough already. I mean, it was cool. Like, what did you think of the scene where they escaped in the barrels?
It was fun.
That was really fun. But I remember, it's like they were in the book, they escape in these barrels. But in the movie, they escape in these barrels, and then the elves start to attack them.
Right.
And then orcs come, and there's this big battle between orcs and elves, and they're fighting, like, they're in the barrels. And I just thought, like, if Tolkien, the writer, saw this scene, he'd be like, what book did you read? Like, what is happening? He'd be like,
Yeah,
did anybody read my book?
But it made it so that fat one had a fun fighting scene.
The fat one had a fun fighting scene, and the whole theater was laughing. You remember that?
I didn't laugh.
Everybody except for us was laughing. You remember that?
I do.
Were they laughing at it or with it?
I'm not sure.
I didn't know. It was funny.
It was fun.
It was fun.
I'm not going to call it funny.
Riding around in these fail-safe barrels in heated water, in wetsuits, just continuously getting water dumped on us and screaming and shouting. And I think that was possibly the most fun I've ever had on a film set.
So do you recommend The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug?
Sure.
Me too. I liked it. I'm
Yeah,
looking...
but get popcorn or something.
Or do what I did and go to Panera and get a breakfast sandwich and sneak in a coffee.
Right.
But then you'll have to pee and poop during the movie. I didn't poop, but I peed. But I peed during the scene in Lake Town, which went on forever. And I didn't really have to pee. I just wanted to get out for a little bit, to be perfectly honest. But I liked the beginning. I really like the ending with the dragon. And I'm really looking forward to the third one because I enjoy them all. And hopefully this one will be over. Because the first one and this one just kind of ended. Like, they went on forever. Like, as the guy a few rows back from us said something like, that could have ended, I thought it was going to end 20 minutes ago. I thought it was going to end a year ago. But, yeah, I liked it. And I'm looking forward to the third one, and I think everybody should go check it out. Even if you haven't seen the first one, I think you could skip the first one and just start with this one. Because literally nothing happened in the first movie. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Was that an earthquake?
That, my lad, was a dragon.